Hello and welcome to the sixth episode of the quiz show. We are in Bangalore right now, in case you haven't figured. Now we'll meet our finalists, starting with Sujay, who you all saw in the last two episodes.
So yeah, I've been in Bangalore for on and off about 8 years now. I work with Dunzo on the business side. Yeah, but yeah, काफी है.
Crazy. Big round of applause for Sujay. Now we come to Ronojit. Ronojit, quick intro.
Yep. Hi everyone. Myself Ronojit, and I'm a bit disoriented because I think I've already peaked in 2024 way too early by being qualified. So let me just sink in the moment. Thank
But
you.
take we'll come. We'll
Yes,
talk
yes.
to you a little bit. There's water also, if you want. What else can we offer, Shimo? There's one very hot, one cold coffee where ice has melted. That also we can offer. Some chewing gum also. This Strepsil Sujay carries all the time. That's his trick. वो उसमें कुछ मिला के अपने opponents को खिला देता है. Performance enhancing drug. But that's all we can offer. Okay. Ronji, where do you work? What do you do?
I work at Oracle. I've been working for 3 years, and I've been graduated from NIT Durgapur. I have met you. I have a
Oh,
photo.
I
with
performed in NIT Durgapur.
Yes, you came in our
Oh.
final year.
अरे वाह यार,
Yep.
अरे
We
वाह.
are all from NIT. I'm with my friends, college
Oh,
friends. Yep.
oh yeah, yeah. You've come before also, no? In one of the, but we have met somewhere. We have met.
We'll tell you about it.
Okay.
We have evidence.
You came to pick me up from Calcutta airport, right? And then we went to Durgapur.
You came
together.
to our fest.
We ate that mithai also. Lancha, yeah. भाई इनका शो के बीच में नीचे लड़ाई चल रही थी. It is that show, right? Crazy. ओपन एयर में शो चल रहा है, स्टैंडर्ड और बीच में लोग लड़ रहे हैं, दारू वारू पी के आ गए, लड़ाई हो रही है. Like भाई क्या चल रहा है? But it was a good show, I think.
Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, I fully enjoyed. Wow, NIT Durgapur is there. Shobhit,
Yeah,
quick
hi.
intro, Shobhit.
So my name is Shobhit. I'm a founder for a startup. Big Liverpool fan.
Oh
So
yes.
that gets brownie points to me.
Plus 10. Okay.
Actually, I'm
points.
wearing a Salah t-shirt. So
Oh, you're,
I have the
you actually
same.
look like Salah shaved.
So I am born.
Little bit, no? Little bit there is some
I'm
Salah.
born on the same day as Mo Salah, 15 June 1992.
Oh wow, man. And wow. And you got to meet me way better than Salah's life. Shobhit, beautiful. Shobhit, where you studied?
Bits Pilani.
Bits Pilani, oh nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, matlab, everyone knows it, all the rules. We can straight jump into the first question. This is a direct for Sujay. Sujay, well, the use of this phrase dates back to 1968 with the non-fiction book, The Electric Dash Dash Acid Test. It is strongly associated with the events in Jonestown, Guyana in 1978, in which over 900 members of the People's Temple movement died. The movement's leader, Jim Jones, called a mass meeting at the Jonestown Pavilion after the murder of US Congressman Leo Ryan and others in nearby Port Kaituma. Jones proposed revolutionary suicide by way of ingesting a powdered drink mix that was lethally laced with cyanide and other drugs. What phrase that means strongly believing and accepting in a deadly, deranged, or foolish ideology?
Kool-Aid.
Okay, so can you give me the phrase also? Like blank is cool.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid. Yes, Sujay gets 10 points. What a great start to the quiz. Drink the Kool-Aid or drinking the Kool-Aid is basically the meaning comes from here where he made people drink Kool-Aid, everyone died. And if you believe in any ideology that's obviously very foolish or deranged, it means you're drinking the Kool-Aid. So stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay, 10 points to Sujay. Next direct to Ronojit. Ronojit, in the mid 1980s, the Central Excise Department accused a successful brand of wrongly labeling its products as Ayurvedic to avoid higher excise duties. A legal battle followed as the department claimed the products were just cosmetics. Surprisingly, the brand won the case with both the Bombay High Court and the Supreme Court affirming the Ayurvedic nature of its main products. In 2008, the Supreme Court's decision settled the matter, confirming the authenticity of the company's Ayurvedic formulations. Despite the legal challenges, this brand persisted, building a lasting legacy supported by a famous jingle. Which famous jingle are we talking about?
I'll pass.
Okay, Ranjit passes, we go to Shobhit.
Is it Vico turmeric?
Just finish it also.
Vico turmeric, nahi cosmetic.
Beautiful. That's enough. Department claimed the products were just cosmetics. That was the big clue, and they said no. Vico turmeric nahi cosmetic. Nicely done. 11 points to Shobhit, and we come to Sujay. Sujay, you just need to tell me the fourth work in crane iron pentalogy. First work is crane frightens Kunlun. Second is precious sword golden hairpin. Third is sword force pearl shine. Fourth is X. Fifth is iron knight silver vase.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Crouching tiger hidden dragon. Beautifully done. 10 points to Sujay. Sword face pearl shine crouching tiger hidden dragon. And we all know it because of the movie, Ang Lee, Oscar-winning movie. Come back to Ronojit now. Ronojit, X had a peculiar habit evident in the surviving hundreds of his notebook pages. He wrote in mirror script, reversing his handwriting to be readable only when viewed in a mirror. While there was speculation about secrecy, the reality was that being a left-handed writer, his method prevented chalk smearing or erasing. Recent research has affirmed the suspicion that X was ambidextrous and would at times write with his right hand. Who are we talking about?
Is it Lewis Carroll?
Not Lewis Carroll, going to Shobhit.
Is it Da Vinci?
Da Vinci, yes. 11 points there to Shobhit. It is Da Vinci. It is Leonardo da Vinci. Now I come to Sujay. Okay. In the intricate tapestry of global dynamics and influential figures, a captivating link surfaced, introducing an unexpected element to the financial landscape. The impact of a distinguished individual on a specific entity has become a topic of scholarly exploration. Respected economists Russell Smith and Vinod Mishra conducted a notable study investigating this correlation. And let's see what the correlation is. When this iconic figure faced challenges, the entity witnessed a modest decline. Conversely, when he achieved success, it showed an upward trajectory. This revelation delves into the realm of behavioral dynamics, highlighting how the emotions stirred by significant events can influence sentiments. Just tell me the person and the entity.
Just a guess.
Mm-hmm.
Charlton Heston and Marlboro.
No, not Hested Marlboro. Going to Ronojit.
Is it Warren Buffett and the stock market?
No, going to Shobhit.
So I'm thinking sports, and I'm thinking Indian sports. Is it Tendulkar? But I can't frame the brand.
It's not a brand. It's an entity that's not necessarily a brand.
So is it Tendulkar and Sensex?
I'll give it to you. Yes, beautifully done. 12 points there to Shobhit. It is Sachin Tendulkar, and it's actually Nifty, but I would have accepted Nifty, Bombay, anything to do with Indian financial markets. 12 points, superb. Okay, Shobhit gets 12 for this, first 12 points here. Sachin Tendulkar's performances and how it has affected India's stock exchange and Nifty figures. When he used to do well, it would go up. He used to play badly, it would go down. 12 points there to Shobhit. Sujay, this is for you. X and Y are two different species of extinct proboscidean, which are basically herbivorous land mammals. X are members of the Elephantidae family, including the woolly X and the Columbian X. Y are members of the Mammutidae family, restricted to North America and only distantly related to X. X thrived in grasslands, Y were forest dwellers. Both were hunted by their predators, human beings, and they both died out at the end of the Ice Age, part of the megafaunal extinction. Tell me X and Y.
X is mammoths.
Okay.
Is Y. So is the entire family of Y extinct now?
Yeah.
And they're herbivorous.
Yeah.
Is this the giant sloths?
Not the giant sloths. Going to Ronojit.
X is mammoths, Y I'll pass. I have no
Okay.
clue,
Going
yeah.
to Shobhit.
X is mammoth and Y is pass.
Sala passes. We go to Sujay. Okay. So Sujay, mammoths is correct. Mammoths had more hints also. Woolly mammoth, Columbian mammoth. Y also starts with M, and it's very the reason this is a question is because people have always assumed interchangeably used mammoth and them because they were similar in some sense, but there are many. Yeah.
Mastodons.
Yes, mastodons is the correct answer. Mammoths and mastodon. Okay, and this image will sort of show you the growth. American mastodon. Yes, yes, well done. Mastodon, and there's woolly mammoth, and there is the African savanna elephant, which it exists in our lifetime. But mammoth and mastodons have both gotten extinct. Okay, so 7 to Sujay. Happy? Because in my mind, mammoth was 4 and mastodon was 6. So you got 4 there directly. Then we came back with a hint on only mastodon became 3 from 6. So 7 to you for this. 7 to Sujay for mammoths and mastodons. Which means the next direct will be to Ronojit. The Earth Short Prize is an environmental award that is rewarded to 5 winners each year for environmentalism. It was first awarded in 2021 and is planned to run annually until 2030. Each winner receives a grant of £1 million. It was launched by two people, X and Y, some of the most significant names in the UK. X stated that he established the prize as Earth was at a tipping point and cited the work of his grandfather, the Duke of Edinburgh, that is hint for X, and broadcaster Y as his inspiring influences. So X got inspired by his grandfather, Duke of Edinburgh, and broadcaster Y, and Y is also the one who started this Earthshot Prize with X. The prize's name is inspired by former US President John F. Kennedy's moonshot, so Earthshot. As for his technologies from India, I was actually the winner in 2023 in the waste-free world category. Tell me the tell me the two people. This Sujay has made me conscious about everyone. Tell me the even numbers. Tell me the two people who are behind the Earthshot Prize.
X is guessing Prince Harry.
Okay,
Y Piers Morgan.
not Prince Harry and Piers Morgan. Going to Shobhit.
So why should be David Attenborough?
Hmm.
And I'm guessing X is Prince Charles.
Going to Sujay.
Y is Attenborough. And X is uh, Prince William.
Yes, of course it's Prince William. Oh, oh man, Ronojit, you cut the wrong one. Nobody is doing any work with Prince Harry right now, okay? In the UK. William was the one more acceptable for such things. So Prince William and David Attenborough. Okay, this leads to a very weird point distribution. When it reached Shobhit, it was 11 points. And when it reached Sujay, it was 12, but Attenborough was already answered. So I think 6 each looks like a fair split. What do you think, Ronojit, as a neutral party in this? You are okay? Ronojit सोच रहा है मेरे को next direct दे दे बस बाहर में जाए इनका 6 each. Okay, so 6 each to Shobhit and Sujay. So yeah, Ronojit will give you next direct, okay? Because 6 each. After the signing of the Liaquat Nehru Pact in 1950, which aimed to address certain issues between India and Pakistan, the political landscape witnessed a notable departure from Nehru's cabinet. While one minister, Sri K.C. Niyogi, made headlines with his resignation, the other, who played a pivotal role in establishing a new political party within a year, remains a significant yet somewhat overlooked figure. This individual's departure and subsequent political venture were driven by a vision that emphasized a distinct ideology and perspective. Who are we talking about?
I would pass.
Okay.
Too many names. Yeah.
Ronojit passes, we go to Shobhit.
Is it Ambedkar?
Not Ambedkar. Going to Sujay.
Shama Prasad Mukherjee.
Shama Prasad Mukherjee. 12 points there to Sujay. Well done. Shama Prasad Mukherjee. SP Mukherjee left founded Jan Sangh, which later sort of evolved into Bharatiya Janata Party. So indirectly the founder of Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay. Now again, next direct is to Ronojit. X is an identifying image or pattern in paper that appears as various shades of lightness slash darkness when viewed by transmitted light caused by thickness or density variations in the paper. It is so named because historically X's were created by impressing a design into the wet paper pulp while it was still on the paper mold. The thinner areas of the paper would allow more light to pass through, creating a visible mark when the paper was held up to the light. Hence, this term reflects the connection between the process of making paper and the use of dash in the manufacturing process. What word, what term are we talking about?
Is it a watermark?
It is watermark, yes. 10 point there to Ronojit. Ronojit on board right in time before the end of first half. It is watermark. Okay, essentially water is the blank here. So use of water in the manufacturing business. And watermarks were created by impressing a design into the wet water pulp, a wet paper pulp. The answer is watermark. We'll do a quick look at the score now. Ronojit has 10 on the back of watermark. Okay. Shobhit has 11 for Vico Turmeric Nahi Cosmetic, 11 more for Leonardo da Vinci, 12 for uh, Tendulkar and Nifty, and 6 for David Attenborough. Okay, so Shobhit right now is on 40 points. Okay, then we come to Sujay. Sujay has 10 for Drinking the Kool-Aid, then 10 for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, then 7 for Mammoths and Mastodons, then 6 for Prince William, and then 12 for Shama Prasad Mukherjee. 45? Okay, so Sujay is on 45. It's actually a quite a close game so far, guys. Sujay on 45, Shobhit right behind with 40, and Ronojit right in the middle with 10, but anything can happen in the second half. The order now changes. The order will be Shobhit, Ronojit, Sujay. You're direct. Shobhit, Disney subsidiary responsible for designing and building Disney theme parks, resorts, cruise ships, and other entertainment venues, is a pioneer in the field of creative engineering. The term, okay, the term that we are looking at, the term associated with their unique approach was introduced in the 1940s by Alcoa and further popularized by Union Carbide in 1957. In an article by Richard F. Saylor, Disney recognized the significance of this innovative and strategic combination, filing for copyright in 1967. This term, a registered trademark of Disney Enterprises, reflects the essence of blending creativity and technical prowess, a quality that is crucial in their line of business. What is the term?
Is it a generic term or is it a business term?
Um, how to differentiate between generic term and business term?
Like MBAs use it or everybody uses it?
Oh, like that. MBAs are more likely to use. Yeah.
Is it innovation?
Not innovation. Going to Ronojit.
I'll have to pass.
Okay, Ronojit passes. We go to Sujay.
Is it Imagineering?
Imagineering. Okay, beautiful, beautiful crack. 12 point there to Sujay. Imagineering. Okay, so blending creativity and technical prowess. Imagination, engineering combined to get Imagineering, which is actually a copyrighted term by Disney. Okay, for the next direct, we'll come back to Shobhit. Shobhit, a notable figure, expressed strong disdain for Walt Disney's segue from Disney to Walt Disney's creations. This individual, known for his literary masterpieces, harbored a deep aversion to Disney's interpretations, especially evident when he attended the premiere of a movie X in 1937 alongside his literary friend C.S. Lewis. Despite finding aspects of the film commendable, he criticized Disney, lamenting the potential if the creator had a different upbringing. The dwarfs in X in particular disappointed him, as they appeared as a crude oversimplification of a cherished concept. Tell me the person and the movie.
Okay, so I think I'm going to be ashamed of this, but is the movie A Christmas Carol
Okay.
and the person no wait, the dwarves in X, wait, this is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Changing the movie
Okay.
name to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm not sure of the person, so pass.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Going to Ronojit.
Okay, the person is JRR Tolkien and X is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Okay, yes, that is correct. That is full correct answer. The right answer is J.R.R. Tolkien and Snow White. Okay, so obviously Tolkien has more weightage in the answer than Snow White because we literally said dwarfs. That was I was very surprised when you said Christmas Carol. क्या हो रहा है ये? Okay. So we'll split points between Ronojit and Shobhit. I think and 8-4 should be a good split in my mind. What audience? What do you think? Tolkien was the tough part. No? There was barely any hint for Tolkien except timeline and just hating people in general and dwarfs and all. And movie was quite easy. So 8 and 4. Ronojit gets 8 for J.R.R. Tolkien and Shobhit gets 4. If this was college quiz तो तेरे को वो भी नहीं करने देते लोग चढ़ जाते अभी तक कि नहीं नहीं उसने क्रिसमस कैरल बोला था ऐसे कैसे पॉइंट दे दिया but this is a more friendly environment. Like this Sujay, if you met him in college quiz and you said Christmas Carol and changed it, तो भाई अब तक तो स्टेपसिल में कुछ और मिला के दे चुका होता. Okay, talking of Sujay, coming to Sujay. Fans of The Simpsons may remember an episode where the residents of Springfield demand that Y wears pants. Although this request was humorously exaggerated for censorship, it actually reflects real historical incidents involving Y. In 1857, the Grand Duke of Tuscany gifted Queen Victoria of England a replica of X's Y. The conservative queen was reportedly scandalized by the nudity, leading to the creation of detachable plaster cast fig leaf to preserve the marble man's modesty at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, where it stands today. What are we talking about?
Michelangelo's David.
Yes, that is correct. 10 points there for Sujay. Michelangelo's David. Okay, so the Simpsons episode about this whole gag about them wanting David to wear pants. But also this happened in real life when Queen Victoria was gifted a replica of this. She was very offended. Okay. Now we come to Shobhit. Shobhit, X eggs can weigh up to 1/4 of an adult X's body mass. So by proportion, X lays the largest eggs of any bird in the world. So in proportion to its body size, the female X lays a bigger egg than almost any other bird. While an ostrich lays the world's largest bird's egg, it is actually the smallest in proportion to the mother at just 2% of her body weight. The X eggs are 6 times bigger than any other birds of the same size. What bird do you think we are talking about?
Is it a hen?
Not a hen. It's almost like तू Thursday पे chicken offer कर रहा है किसी को. You want hen? No? Okay, Ronojit.
Penguin.
Not penguin. Going to Sujay.
Kiwis.
Yes, penguin was actually a good guess in some sense. But kiwi, okay, kiwi, flightless kiwi. Okay, 12 points there to Sujay. 16. Kiwis, and now everything fits. Kiwis are, as you know, very small, but the eggs are huge. Okay, 12 points there to Sujay for kiwi. And I come back to Shobhit from this moment in history. In 1896, the X Empire launched an attack on Y with the aim of fully annexing the archipelago. The death of the relatively cooperative Sultan Hamad bin Tuwaini, suspected by some to be due to poisoning, accelerated this move. Sayyid Khalid bin Bargash al-Busaid, which was a more hostile figure, declared himself ruler without consulting X, leading to their intervention. When Sultan Khalid resisted, X initiated an attack. Given Y's coastal location, X forces easily deployed boats to bombard their vulnerable opponents. The entire conflict resulted in about 500 casualties on the Y side and was resolved in approximately 38 to 45 minutes, marking it the shortest war in human history. So this war is the shortest war ever. Okay, the exact time remains uncertain as one of the first targets was a clock tower shot down by X. So you don't know the exact one. The people guess between half an hour, 45 minutes, this war was over, which means this is the shortest war in human history between X Empire and this archipelago.
Is X British Empire?
Okay,
And why Maldives?
we'll get back to you, Shobhit. Going to Ronojit.
X is the British Empire. Y, I'm confused. I'll have to pass. Y.
Okay, going to Sujay.
Is it British Empire and Lakshadweep?
Oh, no? Okay. Okay, so British Empire is correct. So we'll give some points to Shobhit. Mm, but we'll give you a hint for the uh, the opponent in that war. The hint is Dar es Salaam.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Ronojit,
Passing.
passing to Sujay.
Zanzibar?
Yes, that is correct. Zanzibar is correct. Dar es Salaam. Okay. In terms of split, now we'll figure out the split because, see, in my mind, of course, British Empire was easier than the Zanzibar part. But Shobhit got it in the first half. So if I assume 4 and 6, 4 definitely to Shobhit for this, and then the 16, 3, 4. Okay, 4 to Shobhit and 5 to Sujay. Okay, which means the next direct will come to Shobhit. Okay, British Empire and Zanzibar. You guys should read about this war, this shortest war ever. 40 minutes, game over. Okay. Shobhit, the first X took place in 1900 and saw USA take on Great Britain. It was held at the Longwood Cricket Club in Boston, and the Americans surprised their opponents by racing into an unassailable 3-0 lead. That's the first part of the hint. Second part, the idea of X was conceived a year earlier by 4 members of the Harvard University Y team who wished to set up a match between USA and Great Britain. Once the two respective national associations had agreed, one of the 4 players, Dwight Dash, designed a tournament format and ordered a trophy, buying it with his own money. The tournament was originally known as the International Y Challenge, but soon became known as X. What are we talking about?
Is it the origin of American football?
Not the origin of American football. Going to Ronojit.
I'm guessing. Is it a Super Bowl?
Not Super Bowl. Going to Sujay.
Is this the Ryder Cup?
Not the Ryder Cup, but good guess. Because the blank means there is some name involved in the answer. Okay. Dwight Dash lends his name to X. Okay, that's the first clue. That's the first clue. So the answer has a name like Ryder Cup. The second clue is anybody wants to block hints? You want to block? Okay. Cool. So I'll just repeat what I said. Something started in the 1900. This is the tournament. The tournament has a name because Dwight Dash bought the trophy from his own money, so they named it after him only. Think of a tournament with a name popular enough for all of us to know. And Y is of course the sports.
It's the Continental Cup.
Not Continental Cup. Going to Ronojit.
Wimbledon?
Not Wimbledon. Going to Sujay.
Davis Cup.
Davis Cup. Yes. 7 points there to Sujay. It is Davis Cup. Okay. Dwight Davis. This was known as International Lawn Tennis Challenge. Okay. First Davis Cup actually took place in Longwood Cricket Club in Boston. Idea of Davis Cup was conceived by Harvard University tennis team, lawn tennis, also known as World Cup of Tennis. Okay, Davis Cup. Now we come back to Shobhit for the next direct. The Rolling Stones' 1966 hit Mother's Little Helper observes the quiet desperation of a suburban housewife who has become reliant on prescription pills to get through the drudgery and anxiety of her life. It's a tale of the sort of discreet domestic drug dependency with which X is synonymous. X's marketing targeted the sort of lonely, anxious housewife portrayed in the lyrics of Mother's Little Helper who might be saved from their disappointing lives by popping pills. The aggressive advertising campaigns clearly worked. X was America's best-selling medication between 1968 and 1982, with sales peaking in 1978 when 2 billion tablets were sold in the United States alone. What are we talking about?
2 billion tablets. Was it a sleeping pill? Was it cetirizine?
Not cetirizine. Going to Ronojit.
Was it Tylenol?
No, not Taridol. Going to Sujay.
Prozac.
Not Prozac. Okay, we'll start again with Shobhit because we're looking at a specific answer and the answer starts with V. Okay.
Valium.
Valium. Yes. Sujay, you thought that other one, no? Yeah.
Mother's Little Helper
Right.
का कुछ और मतलब हो सकता है.
2 billion. Okay. Valium. Thank you, Shobhit, for saving the PG ratedness of the episode. Valium is correct. 5 points there to Shobhit. It is Valium. Okay, Ronojit, this is for you. Connect these Marvel characters. Non-exhaustive, but most, like, all the famous ones are in this list. Phil Coulson, Sylvie Lofedotter, Eric Selvig, Darcy Lewis, Laila El Faoli, Louis, Cathy Chen, Michelle Jones. What is common to these Marvel characters?
Agents of Shield.
Not Agents of Shield. Going to Sujay.
These are all side characters who've appeared on the show. Agent Phil, Eric Selvig was a doctor, Darcy was there in Thor.
But that is not that unique. Like there are so many side characters in
Sidekicks of the main character?
No. Going to Shobhit.
I have a very weird answer. Were
Go
they
for it.
all analysts?
No,
The
no.
designation.
Yes, Shobhit is full LinkedIn response. Everyone's LinkedIn profile is analyst at Shield, analyst at Ragnarok, Asgard. Okay, we'll start again with Ronojit. Okay, the thing that connects these guys is something to do with when they were created, like not in the story, but in real life. Okay, so like in terms of Marvel's history, there are comics, there are movies, there are a lot of things. Something is common to these. Is it making sense to you guys? Should I stop? Okay.
This is not related to the comics, right? I mean, you're talking from the MCU perspective.
Talking in like Marvel history, totally. Fully Marvel history mein. The reason I said when they were created, so you don't have to think of the origin theory of the characters in the comics. ये part clear है ना सबको? Like when I say creation of Batman, it doesn't mean गौतम में इस रात को पैदा हुआ, blah blah. No, I'm talking about cartoonist ने कब बनाया. So ऐसा. So I'm talking about real life origins of these characters basically. There's something common to these guys which is different from any other character you think of. Any Marvel character that you can think of, from Hulk to Captain America, they are all one category. And Phil Coulson, Eric Selvig, Darcy Lewis are all one category. That's one way to put it. How are these characters different from all the characters you can think of, from Iron Man to anyone, from Mandarin to any Marvel character?
These characters were not created by Stan Lee.
Okay. No, but I might come. No. Going to Sujay.
These were created for the movie specifically.
Yes, that's all I was looking for. These are the characters specifically invented and created for the MCU, for the movies. They didn't come from the comics like almost every other character. These are characters invented in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So Phil Coulson and all were never in the comics. Okay? Although now they are in comics now, because now it works both ways. So when Phil Coulson became popular in the movies and TV show, now Phil Coulson comes in comics also, and similarly Darcy and everyone. But they were not adapted from the comic. They were character invented for MCU. Okay. First round only, no? There was no hint. No, there was a hint. There was a hint. Okay. So 6 points there to Sujay. And we come to Shobhit for the next direct. Shobhit, while it was in use before, this phrase was made popular by Captain Louis Renault, the French prefect of police in the 1942 movie Casablanca. It refers to a group of regulars who were rounded up for questioning while investigating every gang-related crime. Over 50 years after Casablanca was released, a film with the phrase as its title became a huge hit. Tell me the phrase that we are talking about.
Usual suspects.
Yes. Nicely done. It is Usual Suspects. 10 points there to Shobhit. And Shobhit has denied another century for Sujay. And again, I think you ended up at the same point as the last episode. Okay. So, of course, one of the last lines in Casablanca, probably the very last line, or one of the last line, is round up the usual suspects. And from there, usual suspects, it refers to a ground of people. You keep calling them for any crime. And of course, in mid-90s came Usual Suspects, one of the best movies of all time. Cool. Let's have a look at the score now. Start from right to left. Shobhit at 40 in the first half. In the second half, he got 4 for Snow White. I think another 4 for British Empire. Then 5 for Valium. And then 10 for Usual Suspects. Shobhit ends on 63. 63. Ronojit had 10 in the first half. He got 8 for Tolkien. Yes. So Ronojit ends on 18 points. And now we come to Sujay with another dominating performance. Had 45 in the first half, got 12 for Imagineering, 10 for Michelangelo's David, 12 for Davis Cup, Kiwi, 12 for Kiwi, 5 for Zanzibar, 7 for Davis Cup, 6 for Invented in the MCU Funda. Sujay ends on 97. Okay. Which means Sujay continues to be the champion of the quiz show. If we come back here in the same season, then you will also be a part of the next episode. If we come back with a new season, then we'll give chance to others also. But Sujay, you were fantastic in the last episode, in this episode, 97 in both. That is great. Congratulations. Shout out to Ronojit. Well done, 18 points. It's a factor of so many things, so it's not a reflection of your quizzing ability. 18 points. Big round of applause for Ronojit. Okay, and Ronojit has like extra points because I performed in IIT Durgapur. So I just want to remind the quizzing audience that I do stand up also, which actually pays. Okay, this one has no money. Okay, now we come to Shobhit. Fantastic performance, Shobhit. Any other opponent things would have been different, but Sujay is a juggernaut in the last 2 episodes. Shobhit, well done. 63, fantastic, and of course, lifelong points for Liverpool fan. Okay, I have a very special book this time, guys, because I keep giving all these whatever classics. So I thought I have to admit in front of everyone that I also read a lot of things that people might judge me for. But I am a huge fan of Bollywood. I'm a Bollywood, self-confessed Bollywood nerd, and I read any autobiography, any biography that comes out of Bollywood. So the book I have got for you is The Unsuitable Boy, Karan Johar. Okay, this is actually a very fun book. A lot of people will just be like, "Oh, tu Karan Johar ka book pad raha hai? What the hell?" But Karan Johar, all things aside, is a fantastic filmmaker. You can always judge what he makes, but there is no doubt about his ability to make hugely successful cinema and has impacted Bollywood in more ways than one. So this is An Unsuitable Boy for you, for Sujay. Pose. And thank you guys. Thank you everyone.